I've been to jail. I don't like niggas telling me about myself.
What'd you learn in jail that changed you, how you deal with people on the outside?
That everybody's cappers.
Really?
Everybody got the Maserati on 4Gs.
Everybody.
And niggas got jets and on 4Giatos and everybody millionaires, and then you see them on the streets and you be like, this nigga's a smoker.
Okay.
Like, that's what I learned. People not who they say they are. Like, somebody can go to jail and be the toughest dude, got a squabble, know how to fight, and now he's respected as this joint. But on the streets, who the is this nigga? But in jail, you got a little squabble on you, you kind of not turning down phase, you kind of a real nigga, you could be King Tut.
Right.
On the streets, fresh out, oh, that's the nigga that be off the bag again. He keep coming back and forth.
It's hard to hide it when you're broke.
Yeah.
On Instagram, especially the way shit is now, and especially the way that a lot of people that we know feel the need to have like constant new outfits and shit like that. It's just easy to pick it out.
It's like, to me, I feel like it's easy to be something on Instagram rather than being that same person on the streets. Not even in the streets, the real world. Like, you can be this cool person on the internet, but then you can walk in the real world and you're like, what the is this nigga? Like, you don't get the same respect. It's like kind of like trolls. Like, just imagine them trolls, you walk in the party and trolls just start, you a bitch, whoop-de-whoop, yelling out crazy. That's how they is in the comment section. You can't do that in the real world.
Probably every time you ever perform, there was at least one person in the audience that had said, Ralfy the plug, or got in your comments and said like, oh, you a or whatever. Like that, like those are your fans. Yeah. They might have just been having a bad day and they know it's not going to catch up to them, so they just let you hear it.
I figured it out with that type of shit. I'd be like, all right, let me go live with you so you can tell me about myself. And then they go live. They be like, no, I was just playing around for you. I'm a fan, man. I just wanted to see if you was going to respond.
Right.
I'd be like, I'm done. Like, every time I go live with somebody who's saying fuck me, they really fans.
Yeah, at a certain point, you got to just kind of let go of it and just be like, people are going to feel however they're going to feel about
me.
No,
you can't care about the internet. See, I know how, in real life, how much people fuck with me. So I really don't pay attention to the internet. Like, I go off of, like, what I see in person. Because I know somebody would say something on the internet, but wouldn't whisper it around you in person. You get what I'm saying? You're not that bold.
The real life is weird because sometimes, you know, you'd be on Melrose, you take 100 photos in a day.
Exactly.
You just, every single person you see is just freaking out. You got, you know, and then you go read a comment section about you on some food page and it's just like 1,000 comments of like, this guy's a piece of shit, nobody with him, you know, and you're like, I was just outside all day. It's the internet can make you feel like everybody, like this is reality.
No cap.
And that's like important. And you see how much it up like kids.
Yeah.
Like you a 14-year-old girl just reading like all your classmates hating on you, and it's hard for you to understand that that's not 100% what real life is, right?
And that's like, right now, I never seen so much cultures mixing because of the internet. Like back in the days, you didn't know what was going on in Atlanta and Texas unless you went to those places. Now people can study somebody's whole mannerism and how he move and talk and his lingo and how he do this and that and pretend like they're that all the way from just a phone. Like,
see, that's why guys like you and Desto Dub are good at what you do, is because you guys are really from the hood, but you're really good at like taking that shit that you grew up with and packaging it with music and art and clothes and all that shit and being able to basically like sell it back to people who, some of it's people that grew up in the exact same circumstances as you, but a lot of it is kids who maybe are from like a better background and they got $150 to spend on a hoodie or whatever, and they want to with you guys because they see you as like real representatives of that culture, right?
And then I play, like, I don't just, I with the skaters, I with the hipsters, I with the thugs, I with the normal people, like that's not tripping. Like I can go in any one of those groups and still be me. I don't have to pretend to be somebody else. Like I don't have to act like a skater to go kick it with the skaters. I can go hop on the skateboard and be a skater. I can go with the hoopers and go hoop with the hoopers. Like, you know what I'm saying?
A lot of LA rappers would look at like skateboarding as like the most foreign fucking thing that they just never had any interaction with.
But I don't know why, because it seemed like everybody in LA know how to skate. So they probably never got good at it. So they act like they never did it, but picked up a skateboard.
I was watching your Go Skate Day vlog.
My son.
Yeah, that was dope. So like, how serious do you take it? Would you actually be willing to go broke if you found a rail you wanted to do or some shit?
If I was still young, like I said, and I never picked up.
What are you, like 30?
28.
See,
I know
you're
I'm
still
getting
young.
old.
Come on.
About I'm 30, yo. I'm getting old.
You're talking about it like yourself, like you're so old that I gave you a couple years
You gotta
on that.
think about it. With the Stink Team, probably 10 years ago.
Right.
That's like a decade.
Yeah.
I'm old, nigga. It's a new generation of young niggas that's all coming out. I be like, how old are you? They be like, 20. I'm 20. I'm 21. I be like, damn, I'm that old. Like,
and like I interviewed you and Draco 7 years ago.
Exactly.
That is like very close to a decade.
I remember
That's
Draco was
fucked up.
calling niggas 30 old. Yeah. And that shit was around the corner.
Uzi used to be saying that if you're over 25, you need to stop rapping.
Yeah, shit. No, I don't think you need to
These
stop
kids.
rapping because most people start booming after, like, that's when they start figuring out, like, the actual identity. Like, some of these niggas, you could be a rapper, but do you have identity as a rapper? Do people look up to you for knowing you're going to do this? Like, some people don't have that. They just got a bunch of bots, so they kind of go with the illusion as if they're actually popping until the label hit the switch, and then they got to do it all by themselves, and then they like, oh, nobody's helping me, nobody fuck with me no more. Nah, you just didn't know your label was paying for all those features you thought was your rap friends and shit.
There's people who don't know that the label is paying.
Most of these rappers don't know.
Really?
That the
I figured they
label
were
paying.
in on it.
Nah, some people got a relationship with rappers. That's just different.
Right.
But some people, they don't. So they label got to pay for all those verses.
Right.
They be like, oh, you want to do a song with this dude? They be like, yeah, hell yeah. They don't know. That came out of $1 million deal. You probably got 200 bands cash, and then the rest, the studio time and that feature right there, you ain't even know you paid him $100 for that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Are you? Have you ever been tempted to sign?
My catalog too long.